Hello, Digidestins. This is Kyle D, better known as Ride My Avatar, bringing you another deck profile. Today, we're combining what was annoying last format with what's going to be annoying this format. And when you take them together, you get Shine Wargreymon. So, again, with that deck, I'm going to tell you this right now. It's very interesting and very explosive and kind of high rolling at certain points just because we have to try to mold them together nicely, and they sometimes don't like to play nice. So again, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will bring you over to the deck profile. So the deck profile here is really interesting right now. So we have 4 Upamon, kind of generic. We already know that we're going to have the Upamons in here just because we do. Coremon's in here because it's really nice because attacking, comboing him with the Wargreymon is just really nasty. We do play Tsukimon just because Tsukimon is just really good for a 2-drop. When playing this Patamon, do understand that it's really in here for weird wonky combos that Angelomon can play in, so that you can always re-heal after Wargreymon, then play the Patamon when you swing with Angelomon underneath it. It gets really nasty pretty quickly. Next, we do have Pulsemon in our deck. So if you have 3 or more security, trigger draw a card. If you have 3 or fewer security, gain 1 memory. Again, really good card, really needed. Then we have Patamon because anytime we delete our opponent's Digimon, we will gain a memory. Then we play Geogreymon just because Geogreymon gives -2 to one of our opponents if we have 3 tamers. So again, comboing really nice with the Wargreymon. You could play the Gatomon in this slot, but that's 1000 DP. We like 2000 DP. That's 4000, killing off most blockers. Most champion Digimon. Turnimon is just in here to be the 1-cost evolution. Same thing with Heidomon. Besides being a blocker, it's just really nice to have. Such a good card. Next, we do play Wargreymon in here, the red one. So there's a reason for this. This Digimon is treated as yellow and has the Digiburst 2 to play a red or yellow tamer with a play cost 4 less from your hand without paying its memory cost, which triggers the on play, which is really nice. And then when attacking, if you have a tamer in play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -2000 DP. Now you kind of see where this comboing is off. 2, 4, 6, 8 plus the 6000. You can pretty much kill off any Chaos Mon or Omnimons pretty much for nothing on the dollar. So definitely take that into account. That's why we kind of play these two hand in hand, just to get a nice, really inherentable annoyance that your opponent doesn't want to deal with. Again, you could Digiburst it out, but recommendation when you are Digibursting it, do not Digiburst the Geogreymon, Digiball the rookie, and the level 2 in training. Because again, you want to have Geogreymon with Greymon when you go into Wargreymon. This becomes really nasty and your opponent hates you when you do it. Serenamon is in here for being a 5-cost ultimate. Again, we want a Pardcaster, especially then we can go into Shingreymon really easily without our opponent really wanting us to do. Angelomon's in here to -2 2000 security, -2 until the opponent's next turn. Really nasty, really annoying. Your opponent hates you when you do this. Again, really just a solid, good card all around. Again, being able to play a security Digimon, if we have 3 or fewer securities, being able to play a yellow level 3 Digimon is really nice. That's where, like I mentioned before, Patamon comes in just so nicely for it. Here is Greymon. So what's really nice about Rise is spend all your yellow tamers, then you activate the following. -1000 DP. Opponent's Digimon gets a 4000 DP for the turn for every tamer suspended. So you can, if you have 3 out, that is just straight up for a 12,000 DP. You're pretty much killing off any mega level Digimon really nicely. Any level 7s, you need at least 4 of them. We do play Contorsmon just because it's a nice one-of tech that really does help this deck blossom where it needs to. Up to 5 of your opponent's Digimon gets security -2, and until the end of opponent's next turn, on deletion, delete one of your opponent Digimon gets minus 11,000 DP. Really nice, really powerful skills. Most people don't like seeing it coming because, again, if they go wide just to try to get out of Shine or Wargreymon's range, they are going to get punished by the Contourusmon. Next, we do play Wargreymon, which is really nice. You may add the top card of your security stack to hand to unsuspend this Digimon and have one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 DP for the turn. Really nice card, really well-rounded. Again, being able to restand and swing in again is just really powerful. Boulder arms in here for the Digi-Evolution, minusing 7,000 DP. Again, you kind of see this where it's going, is we kind of want to control our opponent's board a lot more than we used to. And then on deletion, gain 3,000 DP, 3 memory. You know what TK does? I don't think we need like a 6-hour explanation on what TK does and why it's such a terrible card to have. Just kidding. So on play, look at the top of your security stack, then reveal one card in it and add it to your hand. If it was yellow, trigger the recovery 1. Again, the only time you won't trigger it is with Wargreymon, and you're better off just leaving it there. Kyrie's in here for if you have 3 or fewer security, gain 1 memory. Really nice. And then TK is again in there to make our beefy 1,000 DPs or 2,000 DPs just nastily big. Being able to make our opponent fear that they're going to hit something just to die is just terrible for them. They hate it. I don't like it. I don't want to see it. So let's dive into possible good cards you could definitely play. Let me add a few more. I just remembered that we want to add a few. So let me find it. That card is quite useful. That card's quite useful. So let's go over it. First off, you could play Labramon. Labramon's really good doggo. So again, drawing card advantage sometimes is just better in a lot of card games where a draw advantage is super important. This helps out get you unbricked if you can just time it right. We could definitely play Salamon for if you have 3 or less security, trigger draw. Recovery +1. So next, we could also play Lucemon. So while you have 10 or fewer cards in your trash, when playing this Digimon from hand, reduce its cost by 8 and recovery +1. Again, we kind of know what this is going with. Wargreymon is you may play 1 yellow tamer from your hand without paying its memory cost. Any on-play effects on the tamer played with this card effects don't activate. But again, the inheritable security +1 is just what we need. Again, just being extra damage just for the sake of extra damage is really nice. We have Wargreymon for Digiburst 2. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4,000 DP. Not just once per turn. You could just keep doing this as long as you have the resources for it. But you kind of only get a one-time deal with it. Mastamon's in here to be Mastamon. So again, Mastamon's in here if you want to go the Lucemon route, then splashing that in. Where you take out the Patamons, bring in the Lucemons, bring 1 Mastamon in or 2 Mastamons in. Just so that you just Digivolve on top and play Lucemon from your drop and make your opponent cringe because they're like, oh my goodness, you're recovering again. And then you have like a 10k rookie that just really makes their day go bad. You have Magnadramon in here just to be able to cheat in Lucemons or Patamons or anything like that. And recovering 2 is not a bad option. Just take that into account. You may play... It's not a bad body. 11 cost hard play is kind of tough in certain matchups. In the Mega Zoo, you don't really care as much. You could definitely play Eden's Javelin, trigger draw 1, then one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1,000 DP, since we are trying to minus more often and control the board. Glorious Burst is just to be Glorious Burst. Blinding Ray is really nice. Trash the cop card of your security, then gain 2 memory. I really like that. I think this is a good way. Again, especially since you don't need to have security to trigger this, so you could definitely play a few Blinding Rays on your opponents on your turn, trigger them, then go wider than them, especially with Tamer Kyrie and stuff like that. And then you could definitely play Tactical Retreat just to be annoying. Place one of your Digimons on top of his security stack face down, trash all evolutionary sources. Because we are playing TK, you could put like Magnadramon on top, and your opponent's like, I don't want to just instant death, but they have to swing into it. And then what's really nice is if it's checked in security, draw a card. One more card we can take a quick glance at that I think is quite decent to actually consider is, let me find it. I know it. That you could definitely bring in Holy Wave. So why Holy Wave? Well, triggering the on top draw security recovery after it gets revealed in the security is just nasty. People really don't take that into account, and sometimes it will punish them hardcore. And being able to activate in the security is just nasty, and then just even hard casting it is not a bad option. But that is a tough call. You could also play Lightning Ball to deal with Rookie Rush, or you could definitely go with the splash of Wargreymon. So minusing all your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4,000 DP for the turn. Really nasty. Again, being able to almost clear the board so Wargreymon can come in and just clear them up, or even Shinegreymon to come in and clear it up, is just really good. So guys, hopefully you liked this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!